Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dan the Delight and today I'm bringing you a Yannick Corrasco FIFA 23 Path to Glory player review. I paid 144k for him, so that is the price that I'll be reviewing him based off of. He's 6'1", high on the work rates, right-footed, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Big thumbs up from me for that one. 87 overall, Belgium and Atletico Madrid, so he gets decent links as well. He can play as a left mid. I'm going to be starting him as a left mid and moving him into cam as the game goes on if he's not as effective, because I don't really like using left mids if I'm completely honest with you. But let's get into the in-game stats now and we'll see how he plays. So 91 overall and 91 in both the stats there, so that's fantastic. 84 shooting. It's a bit of a mismatch because some of the stats there, the 84 and the 83 for the top two, I would like them to be better, to be honest, and the 87 shot power I would switch with like finishing, but that's just my personal preference. Passing is pretty good for a left mid. His crossing is decent enough, but 82 passing I would maybe have expected a bit more. I think Belgium will get out of their group, so he should get a boost. 90 dribbling is definitely the standout alongside the 91 pace, of course. Really solid dribbling there. Nothing to write home about defending wise, which is strange because he has got the higher work rates, and strength's a bit low as well on the card there, so perhaps using them with better strength or a different sort of chemistry style, sorry, to increase the physical would be beneficial. But let's get into some gameplay now and see how he plays, and then get into if he's worth. Alright, so you join me 10 minutes into this game here. It's been pretty even, nothing at all has really happened, so I thought we best skip out the first 10 minutes and not boys of tears. But then there's Carrasco. And let's see how he goes. I have already switched him into a cam, to be honest, to see if we can get something out of him, because I played a few games before this and I just couldn't get him into the game as a left midfielder. I think it was the high work rates that was causing a bit of a problem with him getting forward, but that's a good ball there and we can't finish, unfortunately. This guy has got Oblak and he keeps sort of moving him around and stuff, and he's stopped me quite a few times, and it's getting on my nerves a little bit. But let's see if we can get Carrasco into the game a little bit more than what we have been able to in the last few, because he hasn't scored or assisted for me yet. There he is again. Good ball, nice pass, and starting the attack. Oh, almost getting through there. That would have been nice if he could have sort of been the catalyst to that attack. But yeah, I think the high work rates really are causing him a little bit of a problem. I would prefer for a player with such good attacking stats to have high medium, just because his defending stats are terrible. So having a high defensive work rate is pretty useless, to be honest. But yeah, that's just my opinion there, and how I feel about cards in general. And we're 1-0 down there. Good goal from him. Correa, good player, very good, solid striker. I think I got a Team of the Week review on him done, and it's fantastic. But Fernandez, can we get the ball? I don't know what I was doing there. Absolutely dreadful play from myself. But there we go. Right, here's Carrasco. Let's forget about that. Carrasco and Higuain, can we get him up there? Carrasco was actually making a really good run on the right hand side, and he's still there, to be honest. He's just stayed there, and just getting a bit bitty up there. If we could get a goal with him, that would be a good way to sort of start this review. If you do enjoy this video and it does help you, please do hit the subscribe button. There's loads, like 80-90 player reviews on the channel at this point. There goes Fernandez. Can we get it up to Carrasco? See, he's sitting in the middle there. He's basically playing a CDM right there. Can you see it? He was near the referee. He was right close to Rodri. He was playing behind my central midfielders. Really strange, because I've got him set as a cam, and I have got him to stay forward as well, just so that we can really maximise the attacking ability of him. But it's just not working. See him there again. He's literally in line with my CMs. I might as well be using it 3 CMs. There he is though, good pass. When he's on the ball, he's good. He is good. But it's just getting him into the games that I'm struggling with a little bit. That was pretty poor. I was never going to score from there. It is annoying. I hate that's nothing more than I'd rather the player just be bad than not be able to get him into the game because of his work rates or just his positioning. But yeah, this is just not the one for me so far. But hopefully that will change. I will give obviously a final verdict at the end after the gameplay, after I've played a few more games with him as well. But yeah, you're still seeing pretty much how he's been in all of the games so far for me. He just sits back a little bit too much for a guy with such good attacking. But when he's on the ball, he is good. And look at that, he's made a good run there, and that's a great through ball to him as well. Let's finish this, and he does finish it. Yes, there we go, got the goal finally with Carrasco. That's his first goal for me, and it was a nice goal. He made a really solid run. It was a good ball over the top, and he used his pace expertly to get away from any defender and just slot it in the back of the net. I was thinking maybe a chip was going to be the way forward there, because I didn't think that I was actually going to get that goal as I got a bit close to the goalkeeper, but he did manage to put that in the back of the net still. So yeah, really good there, very happy with that goal, and finally is off the mark for me. Hopefully that will be the spark that he needs to score some more. And yeah, there we go. So it is 1-1. He is the reason why we are drawing at the moment. But yeah, I think we've had so many more attacks and chances than what he has. I think that we can go and win this game by the end of it, hopefully, because yeah, this guy's not done an awful lot attacking wise. It is just a case of his defence or his goalkeeper has kept him in this. Here we go again, Higuain, great ball to Aljabir. What a save. I think it was offside anyway. That was a good save from him anyway, but yeah, I would have been fuming if that hadn't gone in and it wasn't offside, so I'm kind of glad that it was offside, if I'm honest. Obviously, it would be good if it was a goal, but that's the second best thing. And here is Carrasco again. Can he get a second goal? Oh, straight at the keeper. But that's the end of that half. Let's get back to the in-game stats and see how he played in the other game. Alright, so I played a few more games with Carrasco after that, and I played a few games with him before as well. And I have to say, he wasn't the best for me, unfortunately. I was expecting a little bit more. This is a guy that I love playing with. His gold card is fantastic. It really is, and I think that I don't know, it's weird because I think that is because of his high work rates. He's such a workhorse. But for this card, it just doesn't work because he's got such good attacking but such poor defending stats. You don't need that high defensive work rate, and he did seem to sit back a little bit too much. You saw in the clips there was often times where he was further back than my central midfielders, or even in line with my central defensive midfielder, and I was playing him as a cam, so it shouldn't be that way at all. And unfortunately, even though he did have the pace to get forward quite quickly, I would rather him just been in that position anyway, and then he could make the run, and he probably would have been away for some goals. He did get that goal that you saw there, and that was a nice goal. He scored a couple of other goals after that, not in that particular game, but in some other games that I played. But other than that, he didn't really do a lot. He went missing. He's a decent enough player, but for the money that you'd be spending on him, I don't think that I could say that he is worth it. He is not a delight. 91 pace definitely felt about 91. He had some good shooting, but I don't think that it felt that good. Like 84 is average anyway. 82, they're all kind of average stats other than the dribbling, which I actually didn't notice to be that good. I think that's because of the strength not being that high on the card, so he was getting pushed off the ball and that sort of thing. So for me, I can't sit here and say that he is worth the coins. He may get some increases, which would definitely be very welcomed, because with some increases he could be better, but they're not going to be defensive increases, and that is the big thing for me, was that high work rate with such terrible defensive stats that it's just pointless having higher work rates. So for me, not worth the coins, unfortunately. So hopefully this video has helped you make a decision on Carrasco. If it did, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and there will be a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews. As always guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.